we saw Companies Act revision. What we have left, if you're seeing this section or this part first, go watch the previous part to understand everything. Now, what we have left basically in Companies Act is full auditors chapter, meeting. We already started books of accounts, which I'm going to continue in this part. And then we also had share capital and debentures. In the next 2 hours, in this part, we will try to complete all the key provisions from this. Let's finish off Companies Act. In this part, we'll finish all the key provisions. And then last, we'll keep other laws and do as much as possible. We'll keep a cut off, stop there, and again resume with other laws. Fine, guys. Okay. So we earlier in the previous part session, we stopped with section 131. This time what I will do, I'm going to use a little more of book to run through the points. 132 talks about NFRA, 133 talks about accounting standards, nothing much in that, nothing to learn. 133 means accounting standards, Ind AS, AS. 134, what is 134, guys? Loudly. Board's report. We already learned about board's report. Then 135 is 136 and so 136 is circulation of FS to members. 137 we already saw filing FS to ROC. 138 internal audit. Correct, guys? So these are the sections we are going to see now. Quickly close this within the next half an hour max. Okay. 137 we already finished. XBRL reporting limits. 132 is another section which ICAI has never tested us. 132 is never tested again. Recording, I don't know if you heard it. All I just said was in previous part we finished all of this. No, we have this left and then we are seeing these sections. So 132 is another section that ICAI never tested because institute doesn't like this section. NFRA is a section which takes away the institute's powers. What is important over here? First, basically NFRA is a power or body higher official, like more powerful than institute. All the powers of institute they have taken away. So accounting standards are now issued by NFRA. Auditing standards are now issued by NFRA and they will also oversee the quality of the professionals, how they are doing the work. NFRA is located in New Delhi, Noida, okay, as the head office and it has some members. Let's go see those members and there are some limits also. So like I said, NFRA basically gives recommendations to company for accounting standards, auditing standards, all of that. They will look at the quality and take care of supervision, peer and all. The head office is in New Delhi and NFRA will report to the central government every year before parliament. What is the work of C&AG, what work they have done, how is the government audit going on. So what to remember for exam. Composition of NFRA, basically they have 3 types of members. 1 chairman. This full section never tested. I told you why never tested. So next we have full-time members. How many full-time members? 3 full-time members and 9 part-time members. The full-time member needs an experience. Chairman needs 25 years of experience and full-time members more than 20 years. Regarding part-time also they have not spoken, so we can take the same assumption as 20 years. So simple, NFRA committee is the one with full power now. So chairman is 1 person, experience more than 25 years, 3 full-time members, 9 part-time members from the field of finance and all. You can't have an architect over here. Okay. Once you leave NFRA, you can't be associated with another audit firm for a period of, or any consultancy firm for a period of 2 years. Why? It affects the independence. Are you following, guys? So you can't be associated with any of them. That is NFRA. Mainly for NFRA, whom does NFRA oversee? There are some limits. It oversees the following companies. Okay, leave it. I think it got stuck. Fine, not needed. Yeah. They oversee basically all listed companies. Any company whose turnover is more than or equal to 1,000 crores or borrowings is more than 500 crores, borrowings including deposits, paid borrowings including loans, deposits, advances more than 500 crores, paid up share capital also more than or equal to 500 crores, and all banks, NBFC, insurance company, here also it will be applicable. So NFRA will oversee only the big companies in India, only the big companies. What are the big companies? Turnover more than 1,000 crores, borrowings more than 500 crores, paid up share capital more than 500 crores, all banks, NBFC and insurance company, and any other company which is outside India. Let's say Adani is there. Adani has another company, let's say Adani, which is a subsidiary of Adani. Adani falls in the above points because Adani is a. Now, if this company, which is a subsidiary outside India, foreign subsidiary, if this company contributes for 20%, if this company contributes for 20% of the turnover or net income or net assets, net worth basically, of which company? Adani. For example, if Adani's net income is 500, what is 20% of that? 100 is coming from, then this company also will have to follow, not follow NFRA. NFRA will control, oversee the company's operations. Are you following, guys? Clear? That's about NFRA. Clear? Any auditor who's not following provisions properly, penalty for him under NFRA sections. What is the penalty for him? If he's an individual or he's a firm. Individual means penalty is 1 lakh up to 5 times. Firm penalty is 5 lakhs up to 10 times, and member can be debarred up to 6, maximum 6 months to 10 years. This is important because it relates to a penalty for CA, and this penalty NFRA will decide. Earlier, ICAI had this power to punish members for not doing the work properly. Only ICAI had the power. Now it's taken to NFRA. Who will decide? This committee. We saw this committee. This committee is not CS. That it can be anybody. Full-time members maximum. We missed that. 15 members. Full-time, you should have minimum 3, maximum 15, 9 part-time members, maximum 1 chairman. Can be anybody, can be a minister from the field of commerce experience. Okay. What they are doing, they are overseeing all these companies, big companies, listed, plus turnover more than 1,000 crores, borrowing more than 500, paid up share capital more than 500, banks, NBFC, insurance, or any other company which accounts for 20%, basically a foreign subsidiary, 20% of income of this company, I will oversee them. If you don't do the work properly, if NFRA finds you signed where you should not sign, or any non-compliance, did not follow accounting standard properly, individual fine 1 lakh up to 5 times, firm 5 lakhs up to 10 times, minimum 6 months, maximum 10 years, member is suspended, debarred, your membership number cannot be used. Following is with section 132, never tested. In this books of accounts chapter 132 not tested, auditors chapter 148 not tested. They are the only two untested sections left. We also have another section, amendment 129A. Periodical. Financial statements are generally prepared on a yearly basis, correct? But now you can prepare on a quarterly basis. No. Listed company does quarterly, but now they are saying for unlisted company also, you have to prepare on a periodical basis and file with the. But the problem is, they are yet to notify what is that period. So they will most probably not test this. Even if they test, you don't have to worry. Company have to prepare periodical financial statements and file with ROC. What is that period? Yet to be notified. Mostly it will be quarterly once it comes, because say listed as quarterly basis. Following guys, 129A over, 30 over, 31 over, 32 over, 33 over. Next is 130. 134 is classified into 3 parts. Contents of both report. Nothing much, basically anything and everything you can think of. What are the dividend declared? Who is the shareholders? What is the percentage change? Who are the auditors? What is the remuneration? Then what is the risk, technology risk? What is the future plans? Environment friendly, related party transactions, performance evaluation, CSR activities, all that will come. What is important here is DRS, not the cricket DRS, directors responsibility statement, and who can sign financial statements. This only has been tested many times. One of the latest exams, I think May 23 or November 22, one of those two, they asked a straightforward 5 mark question. What are the contents of DRS? Very simple. The contents are: directors are responsible in following accounting standards and following accounting policies consistently. Then directors are also responsible in safeguarding assets. They are also responsible for preventing fraud, preventing and detecting fraud. They are also responsible that companies is going in a that going concern basis. They should also say that all the laws and regulations are being followed. That means there's a system for proper following of laws and regulation. There is a system for proper following of laws and regulation. Are you following, guys? Clear? Next, there's a system for proper following of laws and regulation. If it's a listed company, they should also be responsible for having something called IFC, internal financial controls. So what should the directors be responsible for? Preparing and following accounting standards and accounting policies. Loudly, guys. Safeguarding assets, prevention of fraud, going concern, system for law and regulation. Listed company means IFC. You will expand on these points. Who will sign financial statement? Important. Not tested for a while, but they have been testing. Who will sign, guys? Chairman. Who is chairman? Varis movie, Vijay will sit in the chair. That's the chairman. Chairman. If chairman is not there, in the movie suddenly chairman died, was going to die. No chairman. So who will sign? 2 directors. One of them should be a. So it's chairman or 2 directors, one should be a, and if CEO, CFO, if applicable, or if appointed or if applicable. Are you following, guys? Not mandatory. Who's mandatory? Chairman should sign. If chairman is not there, 2 directors, one of them should be a, and CEO, CFO, CS if appointed, if they are there in the company. This is important. They will give a scenario who signed. You have to clarify this is correct or not correct. Are you following, guys? So this is summary of section 134. Next we are going to 135. I'll come back to 135 later towards the end. 136 is not a big deal. What is 136? You basically have to circulate the financial statements to the members before the, if AGM is there, how many days before you have to send notice? Here also, financial statement should be sent 21 days before. That means, can I do interpretation and say, 101 is notice, 136 is circulation of FS, send both together. So, before AGM, notice and financial statements will be sent together. Will be sent together to whom, guys? Members. Can I send a shorter notice? Yes. 14. Then for shorter notice, 95% of members entitled to vote should give the consent in writing. 95% of members entitled to vote, only who can vote should give consent in writing. Then I can send a shorter notice or shorter financial statement. Same concept, copy paste to 101. Basically 136 copied from 101. 136 is circulation of financial statement to members. 101 is circulation of notice to members. Circulation of notice to members. Are you following, guys? Hello? Okay. 136 is not yet done. This circulation, should I do in hard copy? Yes. But for certain companies, it is mandatory to circulate in e-mode. What are those companies? Net worth exceeding 1 crore, turnover more than, it's and condition. And it's not only for listed plus any other company with this, correct? Hello? So it's a listed company, should send only in e-mode. Other companies, if the net worth is more than, not more than equal to, more than 1 crore, turnover is more than, they have to send in. Sir, I am a private company. Can I send an e-mode? Yes. This is mandatory. Listed company should send an e-mode. Public company following this should send an e-mode. Why? How many members? Reliance has 33 lakh shareholders. One financial statement will be 200 pages. I will print 33 lakhs into 200 pages and cut 1000 trees and send you annual report. You will see that and throw it and wipe your face. Okay. Useless paper, you will throw it down over there and you will put sundal and eat. That's it. So, how many trees should we cut? So, shift to e-mode. Are you following, guys? Clear? This is section 136. 137 we finished. What is 137? Filing of financial statements to ROC within 30 days from date of. Additionally, and then we saw XBRL reporting in part 1. But additionally guys, what if AGM is not held? What if AGM is adjourned? So, they are saying whatever happens. What if audit is not done? They are saying, I don't care. If AGM is not held, last day on which AGM should have been held. If AGM is adjourned, from the date of adjourned AGM. If financial statements are not adopted, unadopted provisional FS. Basically, whatever is the last date of AGM, as per law you have to hold. From that day, whether AGM is concluded, adjourned, whatever, Within 30 days, file to. Sir, FS not prepared. Whatever you prepared, you send. Sir, balance sheet not tallying. No problem. Send to me. I will consider that as provisional FS until you file the final FS. No escaping. Are you following, guys? Clear? Okay. This which section? 137. Last section with that books of accounts chapter will come to an end. 138. I am focusing on exam. What is internal audit? I am not focusing. Internal audit is basically testing the controls of the company. Who can do internal audit? Can I call a security person to do internal audit? Yes. Can I call a, let's say, 5th standard pass to do internal audit? Yes. Anyone can do. Can I call? I will not call security, but if I want, I can call. Are you following, guys? So, internal audit, no CA, CSA. See, in reality, CAs will do. CMAs will do. But I am saying anybody can do internal audit. Reality is different. I am talking about theory. Anybody can do. Now, so this is first point. Who will appoint internal auditor? Board. I will report back to board. So, the report is not a public report. Statutory audit is a public report. Report to members. Everybody can see. Internal audit is an internal report. Applicability. Listed company, public company, private company. Hello? Listed company it is applicable. Public it is 200, 100, 50, 25 here. 200, 100. What is this 200? Turnover more than or equal to 200. 100 is borrowings more than 100. 50 more than or equal to is paid up share capital. More than 25 is deposits. The difference between this limit and the limit in which one? And the limit in difference between this and the limit in 132 where we saw 1000, 500, 500. Do you remember that? There the borrowings is more than or equal to 500 crores borrowings in the previous financial year. Here it is borrowings and deposits, the debt alone, not previous financial year. At any point of time. That means in the previous case I can do one scam. Borrowings can go to 1000 crores, but on 31st March I can reduce it to 400 crores and escape. Here they are seeing borrowings as on 31st March. Here borrowings is seen on throughout the year. Are you following, guys? Throughout the year I will see any 1 second it cross, including interest I will take it. This is 138 internal audit. Are you following, guys? With this books of accounts is done subject to. Now 135 itself is a section which will take 1 hour or half an hour. It's a huge section, guys. If you look at your RTP, if there are 15 pages of amendments, 10 pages will be for CSR. Okay. So what I will do, I will keep that to the end. Okay. Because I don't want to do injustice in the name of marathon and teach you for 5 minutes. CSR is a huge concept. So for those who are watching recording, in the description of this video, if you check later, I will add a link, a separate 1 hour video just for CSR. For all of you in the group also, I will send a separate 1 hour video for CSR. Only 1 hour, including all the amendments as per RTP. Those who already watched, good, don't have to see. Now I will discuss CSR little later. But all I have to tell is, there are limits, there are amendments, they brought in provisions like penalty for CSR, important. Then, which income can be used, which income cannot be used, where I can spend CSR, filing CSR reporting, something called impact assessment in CSR, CSR 1 to 10 crores. Then, asset created, capital asset. If you spend more than the 2% limit, you can carry forward. How many years I can carry forward? ongoing project, not ongoing project. So all these provisions, you can see that recording will save the time. I will take up CSR today, end of the day, if time permits. Are you following, guys? But remember, don't miss CSR, important. May 23, I challenged in the class. If CSR comes in the exam, it will come 100%. Yes, I challenged in the class. I don't know if you remember. 100% I kept telling. It came for 6 marks, first question. I remember challenging in one class that if CSR doesn't come, I will quit teaching. Because I know it will come in May 23. This time I am not challenging. Because there are so many amendments in CSR that he can keep asking for next 5 attempts. But May 23 only he tested CSR. They may test again. There are so many concepts. Safe side, read it, because he can keep asking CSR committee, how much to spend. Admin overhead got amended from the previous attempt to this attempt to 2%. Before it was 5%. Now also it's 5%. But impact assessment within that 5% is 2%. They added some more things. CSR activities I can use for Har Ghar Tiranga, that Indian flag, that expense is CSR. All of that. Okay. So you go look at that video if you're watching recording. We'll come back later. Now we are basically left with just meetings, auditors, and that 66, 68, 69 I'll finish now, guys. What is 69? Transfer of face value of shares in case of buyback or redemption of preference shares to an account called. Why we transfer is a beautiful logic which takes me 40 minutes to explain, that I will not be doing in marathon. Why we transfer, computation is a very good concept. But for exam point of view, face value of preference shares or buyback, redeemed or bought back, net off with proceeds of any new issue will be transferred to CSR. So that we will, CRR, sorry, just no CSR finished, so it's in the mind. CRR, done, guys. So 66, 68 and 70 meetings and auditors. I will come back to this, definitely I will come, because 66 and 68 both are important for your exam. Remind me, in this session we will close Companies Act in the next 1.5 hours, whatever time it takes, and finish off. Cut off I am keeping 4:30, 4:45 max to finish this, and then we can jump to other laws. Fine. Let me go to meetings now, guys. Meetings. I'm going to take the key sections. Okay. 92, we all, let's say we started off with 88. Meetings is 88 to 122. I will run through the points quickly, guys. 88 talks about register of members. Key points. Register of members should be kept at the. Can members inspect? Yes. So since members can inspect, can I keep anywhere else? Yes. But provided 1/10 of the shareholders reside in that location in India, and you should also pass a. So I'll repeat, 88 registered office. I mean 88 register of members should be kept at the registered office. Can I keep somewhere else? Yes. If 1/10 of the members reside there, if I have to pass special resolution, that is section 94. 94 only tells where you can keep. Are you following, guys? 88 tells few more things. Whenever there is a new member coming in, going out, update in the register of members. No need to keep register of members. No, that is not the correct thing. You should keep register of members, but index like roll number, serial number is not needed if the number of members are less than 50. No need to keep index in register of members. Following, guys, these are the key provisions in 88. Whenever change happens, member dies, update. If charge comes, share is taken over by bank, update. Following, guys, this with section 88. Similarly, you have a section 88 subsection 4, which is foreign register. Foreign register will be kept in a foreign country where members are located in the foreign country. Here, you have to send this register back to India. We call this as backup provision. Back to India once in how many days? No. Not 10 days. Check. Backup provisions 88 subsection 4 15 days on request. Is it on request? Once in every 15 days. That's it. Okay. So foreign register, your right will be sent back to India once in 15 days. Backup will be sent. Sorry? Yeah. After 15 days, after every entry. That's all. Then whether it's foreign register or main register, principal register under 88, it should be signed by a CS. Main register is enough if he signs in every page. Foreign register, he should sign for every entry. Are you getting the difference, guys? Every page, every entry. Clear, guys? Understanding? Hello? This is 88. 89, 90. Mark it as important for November 23. Never tested. 89 is BO. 90 is SBO. BO 89 means beneficial owner. 90 is significant beneficial owner. Sir, what is this? I'm not understanding. Let's say, for example, we have Sai Kiran. Correct? Sai Kiran is the shareholder of ITC. He has invested in ITC 2000 crores of money. Now, if Sai Kiran gets this money, he has to pay tax up. So, he told the company ITC to pay the dividend to his friend Mukesh. Mukesh is the Binami of whom? Sai Kiran is the Binami, guys. So, registered owner whose name is there in the register of members is, but who is getting the dividend? He is called the beneficial owner. So what Sai Kiran will do, he will transfer to so many people. So even though Sai Kiran is the main owner, the bonus, rights, dividends in the share will be given to Mukesh. So Mukesh will enjoy all the benefits. What they are saying in this section is both beneficial owner and registered owner should intimate ROC within, will intimate company within, and company will intimate ROC within. That's it. Section 89 over. So following, guys, what is 89? Registered owner is different, beneficial owner is different. Registered owner is whose name is there in it, in the register. Beneficial owner is who is getting the benefits from the share like bonus, dividend, rights. Both should intimate within 30 days when RO, registered owner, will intimate from the day he appoints beneficial owner. Beneficial owner will intimate from the day when he is aware of those benefits. Both will intimate company will intimate. This is mainly for Binami transactions to escape. Therefore, this section is exempt for a government company. Are you following, guys? Government company did not follow. Therefore, I'm not trying to say anything, guys. It's exempt for a government company, and for mutual funds, it is exempt. It's exempt for a mutual fund. Why? Mutual fund does that only. Public will invest money in mutual fund. Mutual fund will buy shares on behalf of you. So registered owner is mutual fund, beneficial owner is public. So they don't have to report every day because they keep buying and selling. So they're trying to say genuine transaction like mutual fund, government company, no need to follow this. Only for other companies. This is which section? I'm sure half of you have not even been aware of this section. I left it. Not aware. Okay. 90. SBO. This 89 is small binami. 90 is significant binami. B is basically binami, guys. Don't write binami in exam. Significant, beneficial owner. Okay. Basically same provision. Same provision. Instead of BO, we call him RO will inform company in 30 days. SBO will inform company in 30 days. Company to ROC in. The form also is called Ben 1, Ben 2. To Ben 1 will come in the form as when the Companies Act came, this section came into picture. Okay. Now, what is main over here? Main. Who is a SBO? I have shares in ITC. I am transferring to, let's say, Mohit. He is a beneficial owner. One share, 5 rupees is getting dividend. Not a big deal. But if the amount transferred or the benefit which is transferred is 10% of 10%, read it properly, read down, strike that 10%, 10% of voting rights or 10% of, so 10% of dividend, 10% of shares, which is basically, or if you have control or, what is control? Same like holding subsidiary definition, significant influence 20%. But the same definition comes here. So SPO is somebody who is having 10% of voting rights in the company or 10% of dividend he is receiving. A company declared 2000 crores dividend. In that Mohit received 200 crores. 10%. So what I will do now? So what I am doing? If Sai Kiran, instead of giving to one person like Mohit, he is giving to some 100 people. I am giving to all the students. Come on guys, take one share. You get the dividend. But all collectively, is it 10% from me? From the registered owner is a collective 10% going to multiple beneficial owners. Still section 90 is applicable. It should be one BO or group of BOs put together have more than 10%. Then it's called a SBO. And this I will report to whom? Company. Company will report to ROC. For whom it's exempt? Exempt for a government company, mutual fund, REIT, venture capital, all of that. Okay. Following guys, this is 89 and 89 is what? Beneficial owner. 90 is significant beneficial owner. Are you following guys? Now quickly, 91. Closing of register of members. Simple. I can close maximum for 45 days in a year. Closing means I won't update, but maximum in one stretch 30 days. Before you close, you have to give a 7 days notice, advertisement basically. So simple, 91 is over. What's 91 saying? Company can close register of members for overall 45 days. In one shot, 30 days. Give a notice of 7 days before closing. This section 91. 92 we already saw. What's 92 guys? Annual return. 93. Not that. 94 also we just now saw. Can I keep register of members in some other place? Yes. So in that case, 1/10 of members should reside there. Pass a special resolution. 95. Not there. Following guys. 96. AG. You know about 96. Let me quickly finish till 100. 96, 97, 98, 99. 99 is over. Penalty. Punishing you. If you don't keep AGM or next. If you don't keep AGM, whom will I go ask for help? I will ask tribunal. If you don't keep EGM, whom I will ask help? Tribunal. So, 97 is basically tribunal will conduct AGM where the company fails. 98, tribunal to conduct EGM where the company fails. Who can make the application? It could be shareholder, could be director, or any person can request the tribunal to conduct the AGM or EGM. They will conduct. Following, when tribunal conducts, that is the final AGM or EGM. Sir, quorum is not there. Is there one person? Yes, that becomes the. Are you following, guys? Now 96 and 100. Are you understanding? 96 is a big section. Let me focus on key provisions. Can I keep AGM on any day? Can I keep on Sunday? Sunday? Shareholder can come only on Sunday. They are working professionals. Except national holiday, 3 days. Republic Day, Independence Day, Gandhi Jayanti. Except these 3 days, any other day including Sunday. Time of AGM? Business hours, which is considered as 9 to, it should only start from 9 to 6. I can start at 3 p.m., go till night 9 p.m. also. Are you following, guys? Next, I am taking the key points. Can I keep 2 AGMs on same day? Yes. Provided you send 2 separate notice. Sir, 2 brothers getting married on the same day. Different girl, then fine. Different invitation, then fine. So 2 AGMs on the same day, but different invite, different notice, or same notice, 1 page, then 2nd page. Following, guys, clear? I can keep 2 AGMs on the same day. When I'll keep, by default, I didn't keep in the last year. When should I keep AGM? There is a timeline which everybody knows. So AGM should be held from the end of financial year within, or and once in every calendar year, and the time gap between 2 AGMs should not exceed. Are you following, guys? So let me repeat. From the end of financial year, AGM should be held within 6 months. It should be held once in every calendar year. Time gap should be less than 15 months. Are you following, guys? Hello? Clear? All of you with me? Any doubts? Hello? Yeah. This is about AGM when it has to be held. Clear? Can we proceed, guys? Then any other key provisions in section 96? These are the key provisions. AGM, business hours, then place where AGM should be held. It should be held at registered office. Can I keep somewhere else? With the consent of? No. I will keep generally at the registered office or anywhere in the same city. That's it. No outside city and all. No different state. If your registered office is in Chennai, my registered office is very small. Anywhere else in Chennai is fine. That's it. Because my registered office may be a small room, hundreds of members can't fit here. So some other hall. Clear, guys? This is regarding AGM. 97 over. Now come to 100 EGM. Not that important for November 23 because they tested EGM in November 22. Yes. Recently they tested EGM in one of the last 2 attempts. Fine. If you don't remember, it's okay. Leave it. But I'll discuss again key provisions. EGM should be held. Can be called by whom, guys? Either board of directors can call EGM or shareholders can call EGM. Are you following, guys? Hello? If board of directors are calling, they will call by themselves. Suo moto by themselves. But if shareholders are calling for, how many members should request? 1/10 of paid up share capital or 1/10 of voting power is the right word. So 1/10 of voting power members collectively can request for EGM. Are you following? For what reason can I request EGM to Sun TV to remove Karthik Manikonda, sir? Chairman, yes, but you should have more than 1/10. Now, once you request for that, the Sun TV board should conduct the EGM. This section 100 tells from the date of request. Who is making the request? So, they are called requisitionists because I am making the request. That 1/10 of people, here we will not call them shareholders. I will call them requisitionists, and such a request once made, the whole EGM should be held within 3 months, 90 days is the word. That means from the date of request, EGM should have been held within 90 days. First, who will hold it? Board. Now, I am asking Sun TV to keep AGM to remove the board member itself. So, they are not keeping the EGM. They are not keeping the EGM. So, how long I will wait? We will wait for the first 45 days for the board to conduct. Why first 45 days for board to conduct? I should send you notice. So, I will need some time to send notice and then we will have EGM. So, I will wait maximum 45 days. But once after the first 21 days gets over, I know that notice cannot be kept. EGM cannot be kept because you need at least 21 days. See, 30 days over, guys. Will I still wait? Because if 30 days over, if I didn't get notice, EGM cannot be held within 45 days. Correct? So, that in this case, when I don't get any reply within the first 2 to 3 weeks, 21 days, the members can proceed and conduct the EGM by themselves. I will proceed and conduct the EGM by, members will proceed and conduct the EGM within the next 45 days. Are you following, guys? So, first chance for board, next for members. Now, when members are conducting by themselves, they will incur expense. Who will reimburse? Company will reimburse. Now, I want to keep EGM in Chennai to remove directors of Sun TV. I am trying to book a hall. Can I go and keep in the registered office of Sun TV itself? Will they allow? No. They are not allowing. So, I am trying to go book some other hall in Chennai. Nobody is giving me the hall. So, I left to, let's say, Orissa. Can I keep the EGM in Orissa for Sun TV from Chennai? Yes. EGM can be kept anywhere in India if the company is not allowing me to keep in the same city or state. Are you following, guys? I can keep it anywhere in India. Can I keep it in Gujarat? Yes. Andhra? Yes. Expense, who will reimburse? Everybody book business class ticket for flight. Will they reimburse? Reasonable expense. Are you following, guys? Now, in the EGM, nobody came. Member, EGM was held. I came for the EGM. No one member came. They all got scared. Members did not come. Now, why they got scared? I'm just saying members didn't come. Now, what will happen? EGM will stand. No question of adjournment. Only AGM gets adjourned if quorum is not there. We are going to discuss quorum. If quorum is not there, AGM only will get adjourned. EGM will not get adjourned. Are you following, guys? Clear? Even if one person is there, it will be called a valid AGM or EGM only if it is tribunal calling or if it's an adjourned AGM. I will come to that. So, look at this. If I have to summarize, in an AGM or EGM, in EGM, no quorum. Meeting is cancelled. In AGM, no quorum. Meeting is adjourned to which day? Next week, same day, same time is wrong. If there is no quorum in AGM, board will decide the place. If board is silent, then only next week, same day, same time, same place. Are you following? Again, the wrong learning over here. It is next week, same day, same time, same place. Only if board is silent. First, board will decide when to keep. If board is not keeping, then only next week, same day, same time, same place. Are you following, guys? So in AGM, if there is no quorum, board will decide. If board also is silent, next week, same day, time and place. Are you following, guys? In that adjourned meeting also, only one member came. Then that one member is a valid quorum. Are you following, guys? But this concept is not there for EGM, which is called by shareholders. Next, AGM or EGM called by tribunal. Whoever comes, that becomes the. So if there are two members, they are the quorum. If there is one member, they are the quorum. Are you following, guys? That's it. This is for AGM and EGM. So we also saw this timeline for EGM, the core points. Expense will be reimbursed, all of that. Clear, guys? Now, to call a meeting, what is the first thing that you need? I need to send a. Now, if I send a notice saying I'm issuing sweat equity shares, what do you expect? Explanatory statement. So, notice should be sent along with. So, for having the class today, first one message was sent in the group. Then in that message, in the group, some more explanation was given. We will have online, offline class. Then after that, class started only because there were students. So, if there are no students, will the class take place? No. Imagine only offline, no students. So, imagine meeting is there. If no member comes, will I start the meeting? So, you need what? All students came. I never came. You waited for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I never came. Will the meeting take place? No. How? Class is not there. No teacher. What class? Mukesh, you will come first. Okay. So for a meeting, we need notice. Look at the order, guys. First I will send notice. If notice is sent, with the notice I will send. Then I need. And with quorum, after that I need. And therefore, if member can't come, he can appoint a. So member is not able to come, I'll appoint a proxy. Now look at this. You got this flow, guys. What actually happens? What is section 100? EGM. Loudly, EGM. Recording, repeat with me. 100 is? EGM. 96. EGM. To hold an AGM or EGM, you need to send a notice, 101. Notice should be sent along with 102. Then after you send notice and explanatory statement, you need quorum to start. And after quorum, you need a chairman, 104. If you can't attend, appoint a proxy, 106. 105. 105 is what I wrote. Told 6 by mistake, sorry. Okay. Following, guys. Hello. All of you with me. So look at the section numbers. 101 is notice. 102, explanatory statement. 103, quorum. 104, chairman. 105, proxy. 102, already we finished. Let's do the other sections quickly. 101, notice. Notice tells, we discussed in 136 itself, correct? Notice should be sent how many days before? Shorter notice possible if 90% members give a consent. If you are sending notice by post, 21 days plus only for post. For this, date of AGM and date of sending the notice should not be counted. So today I send the post, I will not count, and today is the AGM, I will not count it. Are you following? In between I should have 21 plus 48 hours, 23 days. Are you following, guys? Hello? This is called clear days. Sir, I don't want to see, let's say, someone's face in the AGM. So I am not sending him notice. Is the meeting valid? No. Intentionally not sending notice to somebody. Meeting stands, cancelled, invalid. All the resolutions are void. Sir, I sent notice to everybody. Postal department delay. By mistake, some of them did not get the notice. Meeting is valid. I have to prove that I sent the notice. Registered post. Are you following, guys? Clear? This is section 101. Next. 102 is explanation. 103. Quorum. Quorum is simple, guys. It's classified. We already finished little bit of quorum earlier itself. So quorum is for private company, and for private company quorum is 2 because minimum number of members is 2. Clear, guys? What happens if quorum is not there? Adjourn. To which day? Recording, tell me which day. Board will decide. If board is silent, next week, same day, same time, same place. That time also nobody came. Meeting is cancelled, but one person comes. That's the quorum. So adjourned meeting also nobody came. Then that's the fate of your company. Better close the company. Nobody wants to come. Okay. Following. For public company, it's A2 or AOA, whichever is. Can I keep quorum? Reliance has 33 lakh shareholders. Can I keep quorum as 5 lakhs? Why? Yes. But where will I keep them? Even cricket stadium is enough only for 1 lakh only. I can't keep quorum. Online meeting. Okay. Public. Public company, there's a table, guys. 5, 15, 30. Up to 1000 members. 1001 to. That's it. You have to memorize. No other choice. Number of members up to 1000. Quorum is 5. 1001 to 5000. 15. More than 5000. Quorum is 30. Are you following, guys? Now, for the purpose of quorum, will I count these people? Will I count proxy? No. Why I won't count proxy? They can appoint same proxy, and also proxy should not talk in the meeting. There is a huge concept as why we don't count proxy. I'm not focusing on logic here. Exam. Proxy not counted. Joint shareholders. Husband, wife will be counted as one shareholder. Who can vote? Whosoever name is first, they will vote. Next. Now, preference shareholders not counted because they cannot vote. Last one, we are talking about representatives. Follow. Representatives is of two types. Representative of governor or president. Governor represents Prime Minister. Those days when the law was made, Governor General of India, Prime Minister. This should be renamed to Prime Minister, but Governor or central government or. Now, Tamil Nadu government can have shares in some company. See, central government is the shareholder of LIC. Central government is the shareholder of, let's say, IRCTC. So, how can they come and attend? They will send a representative. He is not a proxy. So, can I count them? So, if a governor is a shareholder, appointing a representative. President of India, appointing representative. Central government, state government, appointing representative. Or even a company, ITC is the shareholder of Reliance. How can ITC come? It's an artificial person. So, if ITC is appointing a representative, all these people will be counted. This is section 112 and 113. I will not insist on all sections. Today only important sections. So 112 and 113 is for representations given, but we are counting for the purpose of quorum. Are you following, guys? Hello, all of you with me? This which section? 112 and 113. Super. So we finished 103, which is quorum. 104 talks about chairman. Chairman is very simple, guys. Chairman will be one of the board members or members who will be the chairman, who will oversee the meeting. He will take care. Everything is going fine. No fight. Many meetings there will be fights. Sometimes they will throw egg on the director. There are so many fights which happen. Once members were fighting over there. Chairman asked, why are they fighting? Then they said, last time you gave Kaju Katli. This time you are giving Rasagolla. Like that they will fight for many things. Okay. So chairman should ensure everybody is participating equally, getting the chance to talk, orderly management in the AGM or EGM. What is key in chairman? If there is a draw, if there is a tie break, 50-50 came, mainly for or only for ordinary resolution. How it will come for special resolution? 75%. Okay. If there's ordinary resolution 50-50, then chairman will get second vote. It's called casting vote. That's it. Chairman will be there. If any member, let's say I'm the chairman of meeting, Modi is saying, no sir, I don't want you to be chairman, then he can come and contest to be the chairman by demanding a poll. Following guys, that is section 104. Now go to section 105, proxy. I will give the timeline, AGM. Following guys, okay. We'll close guys, meetings in next 15-20 minutes we'll close. Fine. Follow AGM. From the date of AGM for proxy we have 3 timelines: 72 hours, 48 hours, 24 hours. What does each of this represent? If you want to inspect who are the other proxies, why you want to know who are the proxies? When I come to AGM, I will sit with the members, not with proxies. Only we can vote. So, if you want to inspect who are the other proxies, request for inspection should be given 72 hours in advance. Following guys, next should be given 72 hours in advance. Next, 48 hours before. No, then you can start inspection. Start inspection 24 hours before the commencement of AGM. So, request for inspection 72 hours before. Start inspection 24 hours in before. If you want to appoint a proxy, the cutoff is 48 hours in advance. Can I increase this 24 hours? Can I decrease it? 48 can I increase? Can I decrease? 72 can I increase? Can I decrease? Now, 24 can I increase? 24 can I increase to 30? No. Can I increase guys? I can only decrease. No, sorry. We can increase. 1 second. Yeah. 24, can I make it 30 hours? Yes. 72, can I make it 90 hours? Yes. Correct. Yeah. Next. We'll go one by one. I'll tell you how to see this. Don't mug up. Very easy. The hours, any decision change you do, is it beneficial to shareholder or not beneficial to shareholder? Now inspection 24 is becoming 30. Is it beneficial to shareholder? More time for inspection. 24 hours before AGM. AGM is on 10th October. You can inspect much earlier. From 8th October evening itself is saying. So good. Beneficial for shareholder. You can do it. Can I reduce to 10 hours? No. Because my inspection time is reducing. So increases yes. Decreases no. What about 48 hours? Can I increase? Decrease? Yes. Why? If I increase this time, the deadline is reducing. I'll give a simple example. Your exam is in November. When was the deadline for registration of exam? August 31st. If I make it 5th September, will you be happy? From 31st August, if I make it 20th August, will you be fine? No. So increasing the deadline, you will be fine. Now 48 hours, if I increase, number is increasing. Let's say I make this 100 hours, then my cutoff from this point before AGM is becoming this. So as shareholder, it's not beneficial. Correct? Therefore, increasing time, no. Decreasing is yes. Similarly, appoint request for inspection. Increase answer is no. Decreases yes. Because if you decrease the time for inspection from 72 to 48, you have more time to request for inspection. From 72 hours, it becomes 48. You have more time for what, guys? Inspection. But if 72 becomes 90, your time for inspection reduces. Are you guys following? Mukesh, understanding? Sure, 100%. Clear? Just see, the increase or decrease in time, is it beneficial for shareholder? Yes. Not beneficial? No. That's why I wrote the answers. Increase, decrease. Clear, guys, but don't memorize. Fine. Now again in proxy, limit. One individual can be proxy for how many members? Any number of members, but the total voting power for him should not be more than 10% of paid up share capital, and the maximum count should be 50 members. So, for example, if I take Santosh, for example, Santosh can be a proxy for members up to 10% of paid up share capital. Now, Santosh is member for 50 members, proxy for 50 members. His paid up share capital is only 8%. Allowed? Yes. Santosh is the proxy for only one member. His share capital is 12%. Can he be proxy? Yes. One member? Yes. Up to 10. So 12 also yes. But can he be proxy for second member? No. So in simple, proxy can be a proxy. It's a cumulative condition. Maximum 50 plus all put together 10%. If it's one member, then maximum is 10%. But if it's one member having 15%, yes. One member, we don't see any percentage limit. Following, guys. What can the proxy do? Can he talk in the meeting? No. Can he can't talk. Can he ask questions? No. He can do only one thing. Vote by poll. That means one chit will be there. He has to go put in the dabba. Vote by poll, or he can request for poll. He can ask for poll. Can he vote by show of hands? No. Can he talk? No. He can only vote by poll. Because he can vote by poll, he can request for a poll. Can I appoint multiple proxies? Yes. Which proxy is valid? Latest proxy within the time limit. Latest proxy within the, not on the date of AGM. Latest proxy within the time limit. Following, guys, are able to reconnect, guys? Latest proxy within the time limit. Next, proxy is also there in the meeting. Member came to meeting. Whose vote will be valid? Whatever proxy did till member came, it is. But once member comes, his vote only is. Proxy cannot vote after that. He can sit there. Just don't ask him to get out. He can sit there, but his vote is not valid. Following, guys. But for something which proxy already voted, member cannot change the vote. These are the key provisions in respect to proxy. Are you following section 105? Next set of sections, guys. 106, 107, 108, 109, 110. 106 talks about restriction on voting rights. Can member vote? Yes. He cannot vote only if the calls is not paid. There is calls in arrears, then he cannot vote. Then 107 is voting by show of hands. 108 is e-mode. 109 is poll. 110 is postal ballot. 107 is over, nothing great. Vote by show of hands. That's it. Whosoever hands is majority, what we did, that will proceed. Clear? Next to 108, 109, 1110. Electronic vote. Let me give you a timeline. Simple timeline for electronic voting. Electronic vote is mandatory for a company which is listed company or and just check, has more than 1000 members. Check, guess it, or and or listed company or any company having, sorry, and I just have to check that, yes, and okay. Listed company and number of members are more than 1000, they have to vote by e-vote. What is key here, sir? See, there are some provisions. You have to send details to member, how to access the website, give him user ID, password, how to vote, all of that. What are the timelines which are relevant for me? From the date of AGM, voting should end previous day. MCQ question, 5 p.m. Voting can start any day before that, but the voting should end the previous day, 5 p.m. and the voting should be kept open for at least 3 days. Voting should be kept open at least for 3 days. Voting will end the previous day, 5 p.m. Are you following, guys? Then you have to get the details of electronic voting along with the notice of AGM, and 7 days, correct, before the AGM, what should happen? Cut-off date, 7 days before the AGM, cut-off date to register for the voting. That means you have to go to that website and create the account for voting. Otherwise, you can't vote. So, cut-off date for voting will end 7 days before AGM. Voting will happen in any 3 days between the cut-off date to AGM. In such a way, it ends on the previous day of AGM, 5 p.m. Somebody who voted in electronic mode, can he come and vote in AGM also again? No. But somebody who was not voted in electronic mode, can he vote in AGM? So once after AGM gets over, result will be given within 3 days. Not result, basically the consolidated report will be given within 7 days. How many votes? Who voted in favor? Who voted against? Clear, guys? This is section 108. Are you following the key provisions, guys? If anything is missed, you feel it's important, sir, tell me, I'll take it up. Clear? Following, this is 108. Don't tell 108, give newspaper circulation. That's not a default, newspaper website. Clear? Next, 109, poll. Who can ask for a poll? Any member can request for a poll if he has more than 1/10 of paid up share capital. Poll can be asked for anything, but if it's a poll for two things, election of chairman or adjournment of meeting and others. If it's a poll for election of chairman or adjournment of meeting, the poll should be taken right now, immediately. Otherwise, for other things, poll can be done later also, but within 40. Are you following, guys? For chairman or adjournment of meeting, now. Other things within 48 hours. Key provisions for a poll. From the date of AGM, from the date of what, guys? AGM, the poll summary result should be given within and report within the summary should be given within 7 days. After AGM gets over, what do you mean by summary report? Who voted, how many in favor, how many in against? That details will be given within 7 days from end of the AGM. Are you following, guys? Then for poll other things, there will be scrutinizers, the box should be shown, so it should be sealed, the process should be fine, chairman will oversee all this process. Anything else important in poll? That's it. This is 109. Now last one, 111, postal ballot, base 110. Postal ballot means voting by 110 says it is deemed to have complied with postal ballot if you have voted in e-mode. So postal ballot voting is deemed to have been completed if you voted in e-mode. Are you following, guys? Hello, all of you with me? Clear? Now in this, what are they saying? What is the key point over here? Clear, guys? In 110, the following things or resolutions mandatory to vote by postal ballot. See, postal ballot is simple. AGM will be there. Before the AGM, you will get the post. You will get the post and reply back to the company. Envelope should be prepaid, all sealed, all of that. Once the company has again cut off date, and the time for people to reply should be at least 30 days from the time of you receiving the post, you should have time to reply. But not relevant, because today they are saying it is equal if you have followed postal ballot if voting happens in e-mode. What is important in this section? The following transactions mandatory to vote in postal ballot. What are they? These are all mandatory, guys. Alteration of object clause section 13, buyback section 68, 43 rule 4 differential voting rights, 48 variation of shareholder rights, then director points to leave, but we'll still write since it's there, not in syllabus. Election of director and change in place of, that we saw on, 13. And section 27, variation in terms. Following, guys, and sale of whole or substantial. Should I mug up these points? No. Whenever these concepts answers come, you have to write the resolution has to be passed in postal ballot. Are you following, guys? So what is it? Whenever there's alteration of object clause, buyback, variation, differential voting rights, 43 rule 4, then variation of shareholder rights, variation in terms of issue, but Apollo Hospital Theatre, then change in registered office, you need to vote by postal ballot. And other things not in syllabus but part in section, election of director and sale of whole or undertaking, voting should happen only in postal ballot. Are you following, guys? Clear? 15 more minutes, we will complete meetings chapter. So we are done till section 110. Now 110 to 120 we finished many sections. Now I am going to do 111 and 111 is circular resolution, 115 is special notice. Okay. What is circular resolution, special notice? Both are the same. Purpose is different. Meaning, as a member, if you want to bring any proposal to the company, you can do this. I am repeating, if a member wants to bring a proposal to the company, he can do this. So if member wants to give any proposal, this will be done. What kind of proposal? You want to issue bonus shares, You feel the company can do rights issue. You feel the company should take a loan. You feel company should sell this building. Those kind of things. Okay. So if you want to propose something for others to decide, that's called a circular resolution. From the date of AGM, you should deposit your request at least 2 weeks in advance, not later than 6 weeks, correct? Not later than 6 weeks. If you give something more than 6 weeks in advance, it's deemed as if it's given within 6 weeks. Here also same thing. We have an AGM. You are giving a special notice for a particular purpose. Here the timeline is 14 days before AGM, but up to, correct? Following, guys, what is the difference? Both are the same. You are requesting for anything you want, circular resolution. You are requesting mainly to remove the auditor, or you want to appoint some other auditor. If you want to remove the auditor, or if you are saying that retiring auditor shall not be reappointed. I am repeating. If you want to remove the auditor, or if you are saying retiring auditor shall not be reappointed, in that case, special notice, because auditor is special, for him special section. Anything else, removing CS, CMA, bonus shares, internal audit, circular, such a request by the member should reach the company at least 2 weeks before AGM, 6 weeks before AGM. In this time gap, it should reach. Sir, what if I gave before 6 weeks? It's deemed to be given within 6 weeks. But to remove auditor, 14 days before, same as 2 weeks. But here 2 weeks, there 14 days. But here the limit is 3 months before. If you give it 3 months in advance, deemed to be given within 3 months. Because I can't correctly predict when AGM will be held. Clear, guys? What is it? Yeah. See, this is for resolution 6 weeks. 2 weeks is a circular. That means, let's say already in the notice reached the company 21 days in advance. Notice reached the shareholder how many days? 21 days. In the notice, I mentioned that I am going to appoint, let's say, for example, Sau as the auditor of the company. Now Charan is saying, I want to inform everybody what to say. No, I don't want Sau to be auditor. This is the reason. So if you want to circulate some other information, that will be circulated. Are you following, guys? Clear, understanding? The difference is resolution is 6 weeks, circular is 2 weeks. Circular means not a resolution. Regarding a resolution, you want to provide some additional information. Are you following, guys? Clear? Here removal of auditor 3 months and 14 days. Clear? Got the clarity? 111 is what? Circular resolution. 115 is. Now let's again come from sections. 101 notice. Whatever you can tell. 101 is remember the story. 100 Egypt. 101 102 103 forum. 104 chairman. 105 proxy. 106 restriction on voting. 107 show of hands. 108 e-vote. 109 vote by poll. 110 postal ballot. 111 circular resolution. 112 and 113 representation. Representative of government and thing. 114 you know. Resolution ordinary and special. 115 special notice. 111 just now we saw. Look at this left side. Circular resolution. 115 is special notice. 116 I will come back to it. 117 do you know? MJT 14 13 days. See, this only we discussed, guys. 114 special and ordinary, 117 MGT 14. 116 is a small section. In COVID time, CA exam in May 2020 was cancelled and they kept in. So many students who were supposed to write in May got angry. Then they wrote in November with the November batch. Now result for both of them, same result. Now the May batch students who passed in November 2020, will they say I passed in November 20 or May 20? Mark sheet was November 20 or May 20? November 20. That means you can't tell you passed in May 20. You passed in no senior junior. That means the date on which you passed, that only is the date of your mark sheet. Correct? So if AGM is held on 7th October, adjourned and held on 20th October, and I passed the resolution on 20th, the date of resolution is 7th October, original data 20th October. That is 116. Resolution passed at an adjourned meeting, the date of resolution is the date on which the meeting is held. Are you following, guys? Not the original date on which meeting was planned. So that is 116. 117 over. Now we are going to close meetings. 118, 119. Minutes we will discuss about that. 120, 121, 122 meeting will get over. What's 123 we discussed today? Dividend. Okay. See, I am telling section numbers to tell everything is done. Syllabus fully. Okay. 120 is a very simple section. Nothing to remember. Don't remember section number. Everything can be kept in. That's it. That's all. Notice can be sent in e-form. Proxy form can be e-form. All of that. 122. Simple. This chapter is not applicable to OPC. How OPC will keep a meeting, sit there, raise hand, come here, tell yes. Will it keep running? No. So for OPC, AGM is not applicable. If he wants to pass a resolution, he has to pass a resolution sent to himself. That's what is given. They are saying that the members should send the resolution to the company. He will write the resolution, send it to himself. That's it. 122. 121 is a section never tested. It's applicable only for a listed company. It's called report on AGM. Once the AGM gets over, within how many days? So guys, mostly you wouldn't have read this section, never tested. 121 is report on AGM, applicable for a listed company. Once the AGM gets over, within 30 days, file with ROC details of AGM. AGM took place, quorum came at 9:30, 9:40 meeting started, 9:50 we passed first resolution, or 9:50 chairman came and gave a welcome address. Then meeting took place, poll was demanded. Whatever happened in the meeting, what is the proof meeting took place? Photos, all those will be given to ROC for a listed company. Report on it, that be all that's. So basically a listed company reports to ROC 30 days after AGM that what all happened in meeting, tell them. Are you following, guys? So we're done with 120, 121, 122, 123 also over. Now 118, 119. If we finish, meeting chapter will come to an end. Are you following, guys? Okay. Now 118, 119. 118 is minutes. 119 is inspection of the minutes. That's it. Nothing great. Minutes will be kept for all meetings. True or false? Yes. AGM, EGM, both. Both. Clear, guys? For each type of meeting, creditors meeting, shareholder meeting, debenture holder meeting, I will keep a separate books of minutes. You can't keep one book for all subjects. Separate minutes for each thing. What will I record in the minutes? Minute by minute, what happened? Material transaction I will write. Somebody came and slapped the director. Will I write here? No. Material things which are important. Are you following, guys? Next, Then after minutes are prepared from the end of AGM, within how many days should minutes be prepared and signed? From AGM is over, minutes should be prepared and signed by chairman within. Now we have two types of meetings: board meeting, general meeting, which can be EGM or both will be signed by. Meeting got over, sir. Next week, chairman died. How will I sign? If it's a board meeting, chairman of next meeting. If it's a general meeting, I'm talking about scenario where the chairman dies or is unable to sign. Why died? Unable to sign. Not well or is in hospital, whatever. Unable to sign is what the law uses. In general meeting, who will sign? Any other director authorized by. Reason is very simple. Why, sir? For board meeting, chairman of next meeting? Because board meeting happens frequently. General meeting happens, AGM generally once in a year. I can't wait for next. Are you following, guys? Clear? Anything else regarding minutes? Hello? No. That's it. Inspection of minutes. Sorry. Yeah, chairman decides what will be in the minutes. Detrimental things will not be there. Okay. I'm mainly focusing on timelines, concepts that can come in exam. Inspection. Who can inspect? Every member can inspect. One member is arrested, put in the jail for 6 years. He came back after that. Company is saying, hey, you're a convict. I will not give you the. Can I say that? No. He will also be given. Now, for inspection, what time he can inspect? Business hours, but not any full business hours. Company will decide any 2 hours, 10 to 12, 1 to 3, 4 to 6. Within business hours, company will keep a range of 2 hours when you can come. Otherwise, daily they will keep coming. In the 2 hours only, we can keep. Can I get hard copy? Of how many years? No, any number of years. But for which you have to pay printing charges maximum 10 per page. Maximum is 10 per page. Are you following, guys? Next, can I get soft copy? How much to pay? But how many years? Last 3 years. Why last 3 years? Companies Act came in 2013. Only 3 years would have been readily available in soft copy. Before it would have been hard copy. So law says soft copy can be asked by member for last 3 years. So inspection, any member can inspect during business hours, maximum 2 hours window. Hard copy, yes, 10 rupees. Soft copy can be given for free of cost, but for last 3 years. Anything else regarding minutes, guys? Inspection, that's it. With this meeting chapter comes to an end. Are you recollecting, guys? Is the session useful for you? Hello? Perfect. So meeting chapter comes to an end. So Companies Act, we just have 66, 68, 70 auditors left. Following, guys. Let's finish off Companies Act and then jump to other laws. Now I'll go quickly 15 minutes, finish these 4. I will give you a break, but not now itself. Let's proceed for some time. Because after this, one more break, then one more session, close. Okay. Follow, guys. Marathon will be tiring. Of course. Those who are watching recording will stop and go home. When they will sleep, they will see later, they will skip it. You are in offline class. So much of content on same day. When you are watching, of course, a few things you will be able to recollect. Few things you will not be able to recollect. But at least you know what's important, what's not important, what's coming, all of that. Clear, guys? Fine. Now, let's focus on finishing share capital chapter. Reduction, buyback. What is the difference, sir? Reduction of share capital, section 66, buyback 68 and 70. Easily I will finish, guys. Hardly half a page to write one timeline. I have a mega timeline. Full meetings chapter in one page I have drew the timeline. I'll put that image to you in group. Okay. Full meeting from section 82, 88 till 122. Full meetings chapter timeline in just one image. Like AGM timeline, it's there. I will share that so you can see for revision. Are you following, guys? Okay. Now I'm doing section wise separate timelines. There is one mega timeline with everything. Okay. Now, what is buyback and reduction? 1 lakh shares of 100 each. Buyback is, follow, guys. Buyback, after buyback, company will have 75,000 shares of 100 each. Buyback maybe can happen at 120 per share. But after reduction, it will become 1 lakh shares of 100 each, rupees 70 paid up. Are you following? Can you see the difference, guys? Or let me make it 75 itself. The total in both the case will be same, but the logic is different. Reduction happens when company is a loss-making company. To set off the losses, I will reduce my share capital and transfer to reserves. Generally, when company is loss-making, internal reconstruction, this. Buyback is when company is profitable. Both these sections, sums you have in advanced accounts. And it's there in new syllabus also. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish buyback. One timeline, guys. Buyback will get over. That's it. Buyback is the biggest procedure you have. One of the biggest procedure we have in share capital chapter itself. Okay. We will easily finish in this timeline. For buyback, what resolution? Board resolution or special resolution? Board resolution you can buy back 10%. Special resolution of what? Paid up share capital plus free reserves plus, for this section alone, securities premium is treated as free reserves. I will repeat, for the purpose of buyback, SP is treated as free reserves. Once buyback is announced, it should be completed within 1 year. Are you following? So this is the date of completion of buyback. Also related provisions. Apart from this resolution, there are two more conditions that you should follow. Debt equity ratio post buyback should not exceed 2:1, and the maximum number of shares you can buy back 25% of number of equity shares. Are you following, guys? So let me repeat. I said biggest provision, we'll finish in the same chart. For doing buyback, what resolution? Board resolution or special resolution? Board resolution 10%, special resolution 25%. Maximum buyback is 25 or 10% of paid up share capital, free reserves plus SP. The number of shares you can buy back is 25% of number of shares. Debt equity ratio post buyback should not exceed 2:1. Once buyback announced, complete within, and for the next 1 year, two things should not happen. Company should remain solvent. So you need to give a declaration and no new buyback again after completion of first buyback. Are you following, guys? Then once buyback is over, for the next 6 months, no new issue, fresh issue, but this has some exceptions allowed in case of bonus, any kind of convertibles or ESOPs. So let me repeat again, guys. Once buyback is announced, how to announce buyback? Check for 3 conditions. 10% board resolution, 25% special resolution. Number of shares that you can buy back, maximum 25%. Debt equity ratio post buyback is 2:1. Once buyback is announced, complete within 1 year. Once buyback is completed, for next to 1 year, company should have declared we will remain solvent and no new buyback again. Once buyback is done, for next 6 months, no new issue, but exception is bonus, convertible, ESOP. Bonus, convertible and ESOP. Are you following, guys? Once buyback is done, within the next, I hope you can see a small rainbow. Within the next 7 days, you have to destroy share certificate. Within the next 7 days, you have to destroy what, guys? Physical share certificate. Clear? Hello? So the key provisions: buyback 10%, 25% of 10% means board resolution, 25 is special. Maximum number of shares you can buy back is 25% of number. Debt equity ratio post buyback should not exceed 2:1. Complete buyback within 1 year. Once buyback is over, next to 1 year, declaration of solvency and no new buyback. Then once buyback is done within the 6 months, no new issue except bonus, convertible, ESOP. Within the next 7 days, destroy share certificates. Of course, if there is special resolution, there will be section 1 or 2, explanatory statement. Postal ballot will come. We saw in 110, resolution will be in postal ballot. So when I write this in exam, look at the sections I can cover if buyback comes in exam. I will write 68, buyback. I will write 114, special resolution. I will write 117, intimate ROC in 30 days. I will write 102, explanatory statement. Pass the special resolution in postal ballot. So 110. Are you following, guys? Sorry? Yeah, I forgot. You have to transfer right here somewhere. Once buyback is completed, section 69, transfer to CRR. So I can also write transfer to CRR, section 69. With these timelines, write these sections. He's gone, clean, bold. You're bold, the examiner. Following, guys. That's it. This is the timeline. Any other key point missed in buyback? Check. No. That's it. Following, guys. As per SEBI guidelines, this declaration of solvency, follow, guys, is applicable only for it's only for a listed company. That solvency declaration is only for a listed company. It should be authenticated by directors, CA. Following, guys, these are the key points of buyback. Now, because there is so many provisions for buyback, what Adani is doing, they incorporate another company called Badani. From their shareholders, if they do buyback, 68 will come. So Adani gave money to Badani Private Limited and asked Badani to buy the shares from public. Whose shares? Adani shares. So is this buyback? Yes, but indirectly I have done. I am trying to cheat section 68. Therefore, section 70 comes in and tells prohibition of buyback. No company can do buyback from through a subsidiary company. No company can do buyback through a subsidiary company or a investment company. No company can do buyback through a subsidiary company or a investment company. Also, if there is any default in repayment of interest, dividend, statutory dues in the last 3 years, you cannot do any buyback. Or if there is a default in 123, declaration of dividend, 127, punishment for dividend, 129, preparation of financial statements, 92, annual report, annual return. So, what default? What is 70? To summarize, 70 says no company can directly or indirectly do a buyback, prohibited to do a buyback through its subsidiary or through an investment company, through subsidiary or investment company. Then you cannot do buyback if in the last 3 years you have defaulted in paying interest or principal or dividend or redemption of shares or statutory dues, or you have defaulted in declaring and paying dividend or not paid dividend within 30 days, in preparation of financial statements or filing annual return, then you cannot do buyback. You are not able to follow law. Why you want buyback? This is section 68 and 70. Time limit for? Yeah, come back to time limit. Once buyback offer is made to shareholders, they should accept the offer within 15 days to, how in rights we saw 7 days to 30 days. For buyback it is 15 days to, who will decide the exact day? Company. But minimum is 15, maximum 30. Once offer is made. And I will do buyback from open market in proportionate basis or from employees. Are you following, guys? Clear? Sorry? 15? Yeah, if one more thing to add. If you want to reduce, correct, less than 15 days, you can pass a unanimous resolution. One more place where we saw unanimous resolution. Entrenchment provision, private company. Following, guys. This is 68 and 70. Now one more related concept. So what Adani did? Adani is not able to do buyback by itself. If Adani gives money to Badani, which section is coming? 70, prohibition. So Adani is giving money to employees like loan and asking the employee, hey, you buy my shares. Now, you don't repay the loan. Don't repay the loan. I will take the shares. So 68 avoided, 70 avoided. Therefore, we introduced 67 says no company is allowed to give financial assistance directly or indirectly through any person to buy its own shares. Are you following? No company can give financial assistance directly or indirectly through any person to buy its own shares. But imagine some companies genuinely want to help employees. When COVID came, Grant Thornton, GT firm, gave 6 months of salary to employees for loan if you want interest-free loans. But if you read 67, prohibition of giving loan, this section will jump on me. So not allowed. So exceptions, 67 has 2 exceptions. A bank can give loan in the ordinary course of business. 67 not applicable. 3 exceptions, sorry. Second exception, loan can be given to employees full-time. It is permanent employees. Permanent. Otherwise, I'll keep temporary employee, give him loan, then send him out. Full-time employees, but loan should not exceed 6 months salary. So 67 says No financial assistance can be given to any person to buy shares, but bank, yes. Loan to employees only. Directors, no. Part-time directors, no. KMP, no. Only permanent employees I can give loan up to 6 months salary. And lastly, this section of 67 is not applicable to a private company. When we saw the 4 conditions in deposits more than 100%. What is that? Individual company, no holding subsidiary, borrowings not more than 2 times the paid up share capital of 50 crores, whichever is less, and company has not defaulted in filing FSN. That time I told we will see here. So same thing, if the company follows, then a private company can give any amount of loan to any employees or directors. Are you following, guys? This is 67. Last section, share capital gets over. 66. Reduction of share capital, mark it as important for November 23. Follow, guys. Reduction of share capital happens only through court approval. It's a simple timeline. Follow. Every individual or the company will send an application to regional director for reduction of share capital. Tribunal. Let me restart, guys. Last section, section 66, reduction of share capital. Company will apply to tribunal. Tribunal will wait for 3 months. They will do a process in 3 months. Then they will give a confirmation of reduction. But when I am making the application, what all I should submit? I should submit details of creditors and debenture holders, but mainly creditors I will submit. Give details, latest details of creditors authenticated by an auditor. Then tribunal will send this request to all the concerned parties like income tax, central government, etc. If they have any reservation for reduction of share capital, if any creditor has any objection. Whenever objection comes, such objection will come for tribunal and company. The company should dispose of the objection within 7 days. How we dealt with the objection? Creditor objecting, call him and slap him. No. Give him the money and settle him. Are you following, guys? Then after 3 months, company should tell the tribunal how it dealt with the objection. If tribunal is satisfied, it will pass order for reduction. And after that, you have to publish in newspaper and website. That's it. This is the brief process. There are some other general points. Pass the resolution. What resolution? Of course, special resolution. So if there is SR, there will be explanatory statement. All those sections will come. 114, 117, 102. Able to follow, guys? Clear. Reduction of share capital. If any creditor's name is missing when you submit it to tribunal, I forgot to include some creditor's name, intentionally or unintentionally. Who is liable? The company and the members are liable to compensate to that creditor. If company is already wound up, I will still call you as if company is not wound up, asking you to pay. Intentionally fraud, sir. I intentionally did not include some creditor's name. Then the members or the concerned directors, officers are liable under section. I will show you 447. Never tested in exam, but many sections lead you to 447. Criminal liability, this section. 447 breaks into involving public policy, not involving public policy. What are the penalty sections? you should remember for exam, at least the basic ones. 127, 132, NFRA, 127, dividend, 76A, deposits, 86, charges, 135, CSR, 147, auditor, what we just saw, 447. With 127, you can also actually include 124 because it got amended. The penalty in 124 got amended. Okay. That's it. I think these penalty sections, if you remember, I know you're not going to remember everything. Okay. But at least what remember, mandatory is 127. Tested so many times. 76A amendment. So you remember. 147 relating to auditors. 135 CSR. You can also include 42 because it's important for our exam. If you private placement, there is a penalty for private placement. 135 CSR. This is charge, NFRA, deposits, auditor, CSR and fraud, private placement. At least this bare minimum, guys. If you can take the effort, remember these. See, penalty can come in exam, maximum one question. Sometimes they don't ask itself. But if you want to study penalties, these are the ones you can focus on, bare minimum. Following, guys, clear? With this, we are done with share capital and debentures. Companies Act is done. We have only audit and auditors left. And then other laws, of course. Do you want break or can I accelerate 20 minutes, finish the key points? Finish auditors. Your choice. Hello. Okay, I will do one thing. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'll give overview of auditors chapter 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, I'll tell at least what's important, guys. Okay. Fine. At least let me tell you what's important. Then I'll give you a break. After break, I will not be taking auditors. I will take only other laws. At least 2.5 hours for other laws. 2 hours. Okay. 139 talks about appointment of auditors. First auditor, subsequent auditor, government audit, non-government audit, timeline, first auditor, 30 days, then the board members, that 60 days, all of that will come. 140 talks about what's important here is when the tribunal is going to remove the auditor. If central government makes application to tribunal, that is the one place where tribunal should make decision within 15 days. I told you in entire Companies Act, no time limit for tribunal. This is one place where central government is asking the tribunal to remove the auditor, then you have to remove within 15 days, order has to be passed. Then 141 talks about disqualification. Who is eligible, not eligible? We have a huge list that relative can be shareholder up to 1 lakh. You cannot be shareholder. Within 60 days, you have to correct. Then in-depth up to 5 lakhs. Partner, employee, officer, all those points. 142 is our favorite section. You are all studying for remuneration. And with remuneration, what do you get? Why do you want to be auditor? Many people have asked you, you want power. 143 is that powers and duties of auditor includes concepts like government audit, 143 subsection 12, fraud reporting, all of that. 144, non-audit services, what the auditor should not do. 145, I can finish now itself. Every auditor has the right to sign the audit report. I can sign. Can I send an article for signing? I should only sign. 146 talks about it is not a right, it's a auditor has to attend. Sir, same day there are multiple AGMs. What to do? send some other CA. So 145, 146, now itself I'm finishing, guys. Simple. 144, a auditor has to sign. With reservation, he can come to the AGM and read out. That's it, 145 over. 146, duty of auditor to attend the AGM. If he can't attend, send some other CA. 147, basically penalty section, guys. But important, please, I mean, not striking, important. Auditor is liable up to imprisonment and liability is unlimited if you do a fraud. So tomorrow, Charan, if you get an offer, sign the financials of X company. I will give you 20 crores. What you will do? If you sign, you have to compensate the loss. Go into jail. No problem, sir. I will go to jail and come back. All your money will be taken. Name will, photo will come in use. See a student circle, they will circulate. Charan, signed. Are you following? Clear, guys? Leave membership, everything will happen. Are you following? Today, Charan Pam will be thinking, why I came to class? Today, I should have seen online. Okay. Following, guys. Actually, he's a very innocent and good fellow. Example, let me see. Okay. Now, so 147 is done, 146 done, 145 is done, 147, go through the penalty, especially willful default. He is liable up to 8 times the remuneration or 25 lakhs, whichever is less. Sir, only 25 lakhs no sir penalty. I will take 20 crores. You have to reimburse everybody who suffered loss and go to jail. Okay. 144, what auditor cannot do? In simple, if you are the auditor of a company, you can't do other service like internal audit, actuarial service, financial and bookkeeping, design and implementation of internal controls, actuarial service, investment advisory, management consultancy, all these you should not do. I should not do for that company and that company's group of companies, holding, subsidiary. Sir, I am not doing, sir. My friend firm is doing. Group of firms also should not do. Network of firms, common partner firms should not do. That is basically my section 144. Remuneration is simple, guys. Again, small section. Remuneration includes remuneration received for the audit only. Can I claim travel expense, reimbursement, food expense? Yes. Additionally, you can claim. Two times they will pay. Sometimes they will tell audit fees is 2 crores plus reimbursement. Sometimes it will be 2 crores inclusive of that only 142 talks about. Apart from that, can I do tax audit? Can I do GST audit? For that fees is extra. 142 talks only about remuneration for audit. So with that, we finished 142, 144, 145, 146, 147. 140 I already told you. What is that? Cost audit. For cost audit, let me write the limits quickly, guys. We have regulated sector, non-regulated sector. Okay. For whom cost audit is mandatory. If the turnover of the company in regulated sector crosses, and this is overall, and individual product crosses 25 crores. Non-regulated sector crosses and individual project crosses. So, overall turnover of company should cross 50 crores and individual project should cross 25 crores. Then what's applicable? Cost audit. Non-regulated sector, overall turnover 100 crores, individual 35, both, then cost audit is applicable. What is important in cost audit? Only 2 key points. Cost audit is appointed by the board, but cost audit report should be sent to the central government within from end of financial year, and cost audit is not applicable in 3 cases. If company is operating in SEZ, export turnover accounts for 75% of total revenue and company has captive consumption. Again, like I said, cost audit never tested, but go through the points. Mainly from 180 days from end of financial year, give the report, and also appoint cost auditor within 180 days from end of financial year. Are you following, guys? Even if cost audit comes, first time they are testing means limits only they will test. Regulated and non-regulated sector. Following, guys. With that, 148 comes to an end. Is that clear? Now, what is left is 139 appointment, 140 removal, 141 disqualification, 143 powers and duties, and we also did not do 135 CSR. For all these sections, put together some 2.5 hours video. I will put it in the description of this video, YouTube, those who are watching. In this part 3, whatever, I'll put in description, I'll send in the group. If you are not able to finish today, I'll put in the description. If you want to see, you can see. Are you following, guys? Can do it. Then we have to push class till 9 p.m. See, if I'm trying to cover core things, these things if I do, then other laws will take a hit. Are you following, guys? So we'll do this. With this, I'm closing Companies Act and Marathon, but still check out for description, link of these topics. Everything is important. Which is important? Mainly in exam, they're only asking appointment or removal or disqualification or thing. I would have mentioned in the expected question video in this which can come, but try to read everything possible. Removal is easy. Sorry. 143 is the source for audit. In 143, at least read 3 things. In 143, at least focus on 3 things. 143 subsection 12. Fraud reporting. Then there is something called government audit, supplementary audit and test audit. I would have given that. What is supplementary audit? Additional audit to be done within 60 days and test audit that you focus. And 143 enquiries to be made. There are 6 enquiries. Basically 143 subsection 1 A, B, C, D, E. Enquiries into, is the company have given any loans and advances? Have they received cash for issue allotment of shares? Are the loans and advances made prejudicial to the interest of the company? Then book entries made, are they prejudicial to interest of the company? Is any investments sold by the company at less than cost price? That one mark it as important for November 23, because latest they asked the DRS, which is 6 points, 5 points, 6 marks, 6.6 marks. Here also 143 enquiries, duty. What are the enquiries? Auditor mandatorily has to inquire on these 6 things, whatever I told now. Can come as a direct question for 6 marks. It is more important for auditing paper, but in audit chapter, since you asked. So 143, at least focus on these 3, and amendment this time. Only amendment in audit chapter is in 143. Only amendment. Audit trial. Meaning, if you have any accounting software like Tally, SAP for recording transactions, in notebook, if I delete a transaction, I can see somebody strike the, but in system, if I delete, it's gone. So audit trial says from this year, from 1st April 2023, it's become effective for everybody, which says you need to create a log or audit trial of transaction should be available. The software should be able to tell who deleted, what is the trial of transaction, who passed the entry, who deleted, who made changes, who changed narration, what happened, what was the entry before, what was the entry after. Are you following, guys? Audit trial log in section 143. At least these things read in 143. This audit trial log is very, very important for exam. At least MCQ he can ask. Are you following, guys? Clear? CSR also, whether you watch these videos, CSR ensure you read everything, guys. Clear? So with this, we will close what, guys? Companies Act in our marathon. We'll go for a break. See you all at what time? Recording video will end in few minutes. Thank you for this. And what time, guys? You tell me. Now it's 4:35. What time? 5? 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Maybe 7:15, 7:30 for whoever has to leave can leave, no problem. But 5 to 7, 7:30 p.m. maximum, we'll go and do other laws. So refresh, come back.